Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope you guys are all doing well. My name is Tank, and today I want to share with you guys my thoughts on what I've been seeing recently on social media in regards to less than lethal launchers. Now, before I get into my 2 cents about what I've been seeing, I just want to say I'm not trying to throw shade at anybody or anyone's. I'm just sharing with you guys my 2 cents about what I've been seeing. And as somebody who has an interest in self-defense, I practice martial arts. I'm a coach, for jiu-jitsu, and I own several launchers, my X68, my S2 from Salt Supply Company, and I'm still waiting for my Grimberg carry. I originally started off with the original Grimberg package deal that they were promoting. They came out with the carry and told me, hey, do you want the carry? And I was like, sure. And they were like, you have to wait a bit. Hopefully it gets to me, guys. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about what I've been seeing get promoted or shared when it comes to less than lethal launchers. First and foremost, guys, I've been seeing a lot of people modify their less than lethal launchers, and that's fine. I know a lot of people are chasing the joules or chasing the power that these things can produce, and they're trying to ramp it up as much as possible. But I want to remind you guys, these are less than lethal launchers. Not saying they can't be lethal, because of course, at any given day and given subject matter, with the right placement, and the right conditions, you could maybe end somebody's life using these. These things are not toys whatsoever. Just because it says less than lethal, it doesn't say it's not lethal. It's definitely not a toy. It's definitely dangerous. But we're using these things because the idea is to be less than lethal, right? And or, let's be real, a lot of people may be picking these things up because they traditionally can't own a firearm. Maybe they're like a convicted felon. I don't know. Maybe they don't want to own a traditional firearm because they don't want the possibility of ending something or someone's life, right? I don't know. But there's really just those two reasons more often than not when it comes to why people pick up less than lethal launchers, right? And in that, what I've been seeing out there on the interwebs, on social media, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Instagram, whether it's wherever these people are posting, Facebook, whatever it is, right? Again, I'm not trying to throw shade. It's just becoming a little out of hand. I'm seeing people, modify these to be carbines and to be bumping up the joules, the power output and stuff like that. And I get it. Look, I get it, right? But for me, in my humble opinion, these things are best stock. I do have a flashlight on it. I'm going to flash grenade you guys, but I'm giving you fair warning. The reason why I have a flashlight and a laser is because it works, right? Look at that. It disorientates you. You don't know what to do. If I flash that right in your face before I even start pulling the trigger, you're going to be blind. You're going to be like, what's going on? It's going to give me time to get me or my family or whomever I'm trying to protect out of the situation, hopefully, or at least in a better position. Maybe I can close the door. I can call the police and whatever. It's buying me time, right? So at minimal, I have a laser and a flashlight on my weapons. That being said, I'm trying not to extend it. I'm trying not to manipulate it as much as possible, because the more you do that, the more chances you have of things failing, in my humble opinion. And then also, what's the practical, are you hanging these things? You turn this into a carbine, it's big. Even a carbine's big. It's like a small rifle, right? That's what a carbine is. Where do you house these things? If these are meant to be, protecting your home, I keep mine in a stop box. Look at that. If it's perfectly stock with 2 mags in a stop box, and I have several of these laying around the house, which my wife can get into, my kids can get into, but also I can keep it nice, tight, locked away from anybody else that I don't want to have access, right? And so just the practical storage gets thrown out the window when you're extending these things. I've seen tank manipulation, I've seen lengths, right, the shouldering it and stuff like that. And I get it. Again, I get it. I think they're cool, to be honest with you. I think they're absolutely cool. It's super cool. But are you toting it around in your car like that? Are you housing it somewhere in your, where are you putting it? I just don't think it's very practical. I think it becomes more of a luxury item, more of a hobby, like you're a tinkerer, than anything. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just, I think it gets kind of crazy. It gets kind of crazy and stuff like that. At some point, you just go, why don't you just buy an actual high-powered paintball gun, and whatnot? I don't know. Why don't you just, not saying do it or anything like that. Why don't you just like, I don't know, buy something that's meant to be. I just don't get. I don't know. And the other thing that I've been seeing a lot of is the ammo that people are making nowadays. You know, they're creating these pointed, metal pointed. Some of them explode on impact and stuff like that. They shatter when they hit the target. And I'm like, again, you're not practicing less than lethal self-defense. You know, you're trying to penetrate. You're like, and again, that's the whole thing they promote. It's like, yeah, maximum penetration. They even show it like, look at this. It's going to penetrate through a steel, you know, cookware item or something like that. And I mean, again, it's cool, right? But am I actually trying to make penetration with my less than lethal? Like the idea was use this before I escalate to my lethal option, right? And again, I know, again, some people don't have lethal options and stuff like that, but I'm just saying, like, it starts becoming kind of crazy. Excuse the kid, he's got to go use the bathroom. That's where the bathroom is.
I can't be in the background?
No, you can. Go ahead.
Okay, go.
Go for it, buddy. Anyway, yeah, I think it's kind of crazy, like, right? Like, I think some of the options that are still 68 caliber spheres, balls, right, are wonderful. Just stock how they are. You can get them from Gridberg. They got their Jewel V3s, V2s, whatever they are. You can get Riot balls. You can get these metal balls from Amazon or wherever, really inexpensive. You can get a bunch of them for really cheap. I know some people are like, oh, the barrel. Look, for the amounts that you guys are modding stuff out, you can just change the barrel. Here he comes. But I don't know. I think it's kind of crazy. I think like the idea or like the essence of less than lethal has become glamorized and to a point where it's not even less than lethal anymore. It's like we're just trying to be lethal. And again, be careful with that. Like, I'm not saying anybody's wrong. I'm not saying people are wrong for making a business out of it, you know, creating these. I think it's all cool. I think it's super, super cool. But I just think like the essence of less than lethal is being skewed a little bit. It's being kind of glamorized. And it's kind of taken a path that, not to say I disagree with, because I think everybody should have the right to defend themselves, right, from an attacker or whatever it is. And like stop everything right there. That's what I believe in. But at some point, I'm like, why don't you just, like, are we practicing less than lethal? Or like, is it just a means to LARP with less than lethal, but we're really trying to be lethal? Like, you know, like, what are we trying? Get a taser. I think tasers are fantastic, by the way. If anything, I would add if I could put a taser on like any one of the rails for my handguns, like that, I would definitely do. I would blind you with a flashlight, tase you, and then pop, pop, pop. Man, if you're still coming at me with that, like, you deserve some lethality, I think. I'm just saying. But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think. Lethalness. Is that the... I don't know. But anyway, it's super close. I just want to kind of rant with you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think? Again, I'm not trying to throw shade. I think I follow some of these channels that are promoting these things. I think it's awesome, but it makes me feel weird. Like Wayne's World, what did they say? It's like climbing the rope in gym class. It makes me feel weird. I'm dating myself with that one, but let me know what you guys think. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. It really helps out quite a bit. With that being said, leave your comments down below. Peace.